Hello world, so real talk. I am here. I also have a headache, and it kind of hit suddenly. So, yeah. So yeah, the only light I have on is for the dogs. I'm going to wear my glasses today. I know how annoying the reflection is in the glasses for some of you, but I need to be able to see, and I need this headache to go away. And I've sat for the last couple days at the computer without glasses, so there is that. And there was a horn, and my dogs didn't bark, and I'm so very proud of them. So I'm going to flip to the light coverage stuff soon. In a second, actually, because we're going to work on bingo, because we always work on bingo. And I don't know what to put all in this bingo, so I'm going to need some help. So here's the bingo, and as always, I have the dogs barking, I have Planetary Society, I have Bill Nye, because Bill Nye is the president of Planetary Society. I'm also going to put Light Sail 2. And I think I'm actually going to pull up a Wikipedia entry about Light Sail 2 so we can just get some information about it. Just so we can add some stuff to the bingo. So we also have the carrier, which is Prox 1. Put solar sailing because that's exactly what's happening. So we'll put Peapod because that's the literally CubeSat dispenser thing, and we'll also put CubeSat in here. Ground station seems like another good one to put. And yeah. Hey Michael, so you just missed my spiel about how I have a headache. So the only light that's on in my little studio area, aka around my computer, is the light on the dogs, and that's just so you can see Tinker. I'm leaving my glasses on because I want to not have a headache so bad. I've already taken something. I have a migraine abort medicine handy, and yeah. Oh look, she's sitting. You get extra double Cheerios for that, Tinker. So yeah. Yeah. So I'm just making up the bingo right now. So if you have any suggestions for bingo terms, I am game. Mylar, yeah, I was actually just looking at Mylar. I was actually just looking at Mylar. Now I'm gonna pull Mylar up because if I can make the molecule for it. So put radiation pressure. I don't know. Orbit, that's always a good one. Radiation pressure / solar wind. I won't be too picky. Raise, yeah, because they are trying to raise the orbit. Oh, the solar sail will be propelled by the pressure from sunlight itself. Okay, so we'll change that to sunlight. I think I saved everybody's ears. All right, as a solar sail, Light Sail 2's propulsion is dependent on solar radiation alone. Solar photons exert radiation pressure on the sail, producing a small degree of acceleration. And thus, the solar sail will be propelled by pressure from sunlight itself, not by the charged particles of the solar wind. So I'm trying to decide, do I just put solar photons? Because there's going to be solar photons, there's going to be radiation pressure. I don't know. There's a spring that launches it. So we'll add the spring. Deploy. Good one. That's a good one. Yeah, open cage. If it doesn't work, it will do the free fall. But it's already in orbit. So if the sails don't deploy, it's just going to stay in orbit, and eventually the orbit should decay. So, I can't remember, is there... Can't remember if there's a, I imagine there's a solar panel. Yeah, there are solar panels. So we'll put solar panels. Because there's going to be an initial on-orbit test operations. There's a health check, radio communication with four terrestrial ground stations, a photographic test, and these are all before the solar panels are fully deployed. And they're not talking about fully deploying the solar sail or the solar panels until plus 12 days. So that's about altitude. Is that altitude or attitude? I can't tell. Let me see if I can. Correct. Navigate, and that is indeed attitude control, which seems so silly to me because every time I hear attitude control, I'm thinking of like a toddler throwing a tantrum. So they're not going to deploy the solar sails today. They're going to do that at about T plus 13 days. And I think we're only at T plus 7 days? No. It was launched on June 25th. Which was almost a month ago. Ah, okay. Uncle Bill said attitude, remembering that the first one failed there and tumbled. Okay. So this was launched almost a month ago, so they're a little off on their things. And I don't remember why they're a little off. Because it should have deployed a couple weeks ago from Peapod. But it did not. And I don't remember why. And the operational sail testing will raise the apogee. Oh, they did more checking. Okay, and then lower the perigee of Light Sail 2, which will last approximately 1 month. Re-entry will be into the Earth's atmosphere caused by the lower perigee, causing the satellite, this needs reworded, to encounter sufficient atmosphere to lower the perigee into the thicker part of the atmosphere. Yeah, that whole sentence. Oh wait, so I'm in dark mode and I can't see the bullet points, so it all kind of ran in together. So there's operational sail testing, which will last approximately 1 month, and then there will be re-entry caused by the lower perigee, which will cause the satellite to encounter sufficient atmosphere to lower it even more into the thicker part of the atmosphere where it will, combust. They did more checking. Okay. So let's add health. to this because I'm sure they're going to talk about the health of everything. So we have 4 more squares. Hey Zine, not sure what the attitude control method is. Reaction wheels, thrusters. They're not going to have thrusters. I don't know what they use. So let me copy the Wikipedia link so y'all can Wikipedia link with me. And then here's the other website. And we're still waiting. Okay. It says Prox deployed Light Sail 2 on 2 July 2019. I'm very confused as to what... Okay, let me check my email and see what's actually happening. Because I think I got this wrong. Is it the sail deployment that's happening today? Is it... Yeah, nominal is always a good one, Zine. What is actually happening today? Are they deploying the sails today? It is... They are deploying the sails today. Okay. I feel a little stupid. Okay. So, I want to get rid of spring and I'm going to put nominal there instead. So I don't think they're going to do attitude control today because it might help if I opened up the press kit, huh? Alright, so here's the press kit. Thank you, Tom. I have a headache and I'm a little out of it. And yeah, I'm a little out of it is probably the nicest way to put it. So, okay, where is the thing? So they will have already done the health check. They've already deployed the solar panels. And now they're deploying, it's a 3-minute duration solar sail deployment sequence. So let's add sequence here. So we got 3 more things. Pretty sure attitude control is already tested and working. The first one tumbled from the very start and made comms difficult if you recall, or if I recall correctly, says Uncle Bill. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I'm not even sure if they're going to mention Peapod or Prox1. I mean, I guess we could add STP2 because that's the mission it went up on. Because they may cover some of the history of that. Camera imaging. Good one. Alright, 1 more block left. For those of you that can't really see the text too well, I have Dogs Barking, Planetary Society, Bill Nye, Light Sail 2, Prox1, Solar Sailing, Peapod, CubeSat, Ground Station, Mylar, Radiation Pressure, Orbit, the free space, Raise, Solar Photons, Nominal, Deploy, Solar Panels, Navigate, Attitude Control, Health, Sequence, STP2, Camera/Imaging. So we need 1 more for me in order for me to hit generate. And if we keep it to this number, I can play along instead of having a call sheet and trying to quickly scribble things out. So we talked about raise. We have sequence and we have deploy. I mean, I guess we could always put people cheering. That will do it. I think that's what it's going to be, is just people cheering. Telemetry? Oh yeah, let's do that. All right. All right, so I'm going to call it good here. We may or may not, because I have a feeling they might start their coverage soon, and I'd rather have everything already all set to go. So I'm going to click generate. And let me click this, because I'm not going to use the bingo card, or I'm not going to use the call sheet. So this is the link. And I never remember how to edit it, so I'm just gonna go into Nightbot and change it there. So, all right, commands, custom. Where's bingo? Oh, it's play bingo. Oof. All right. Edit. Oops. No, I had it. I had it. All right. Submit. And play bingo should work now. So, yeah, that's our current card. I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna close a lot of the light sale stuff. Oh, all right. I'm looking at the chemical formula for Mylar right now, and I might be able to make it. I'm gonna open this up in a different window. And I might work on that while we're, you know, watching the stream, because there's a lot of bits. There's a lot of bits to it, and I have molecules under stuff because it's been so long since I've done anything with them. So, but like, we'll need this. So I'll have that handy. I see torque rods and momentum wheel under avionics instead of attitude control on the .org site. It happens. Oh, shoot. Okay, so generate card for once you get there. Click OK, I understand. We're going to, hey, look, things are happening. It's not muted. All right. Let me fix all the things. Give me 1 second and I'll get everything set up the way it needs to be set up. Now, I'm not sure about torque rods either.
Can you wave to everyone?
He's like, I don't know about this.
Alright, let's see after we go next.
Alright, I'm gonna hide my bingo card. Because we got all that stuff up now. And I'm gonna you know, make sure I have everything off to the side. So, I'm glad you know who they are. I know torque rods from cars. That's all and motorcycles. That's all I know torque rods for, and I know they're important. Hey, thank you for that, Carbonaceous. So, go ahead and mark your free spot right now. And I am going to try to put all my windows together. Yeah, I can't control their audio, I'm sorry. I don't think they're individually mic'd. I don't think they have mics in general. I think they just have one room mic. Alright, so let's see if I can make this thing, shall we? I just heard the dog. Oof. What's she barking about? You better go see. Go on, go see. You might be missing out. He's like, nah, I'm gonna stay here. The treats are here, Mom. So while this is going on, I'm just working on... Oops. Let me fix a few things.
Okay, this is our go-no-go for sale deployment.
We're just working on putting together a model of what, chemical model of what Mylar looks like.
Flight mechanics. ADCS.
ADCS is good.
Systems. Go. Camera.
Yeah, the laptop lids are edge on. They might have done that on purpose.
Go. All right. We've got about 15 minutes for AOS of alcohol.
Alright, I'm gonna blow your ears out with their audio, I'm sorry. I'm not happy with how low their audio is. Let's see if that's better. Why isn't there a mohawk? I don't know. Drag this over here. Oh no, I don't want to tear that one apart. No, they didn't get the mohawk memo.
Can you check the web?
I think we need to start adding cat screaming to the thing, to the bingo sheet, because the cat is screaming. Get back here. That might be their control room. That might be their designated control room. I know it looks like a lab. To me, it looks like a lab. But that might be their designated control room. Because they're doing all of this remotely. Okay, fix that. And there. That was easy to put together. I feel like I've done this model before. So let me pull up so I can see myself. So I put the solar sails are made out of Mylar, and yes, things I say do count for bingo. So it's Mylar is just a long polymer, so it's chains of molecules. Here comes the cat. So it's kind of hard to see. It's kind of big. But this is what it looks like with my little molecule kit. I will post a link to the actual image of it, but it's kind of long. It's got this big end. So this whole unit doesn't really want to rotate. Well, it can't rotate. Everything else can freely rotate. So you can get, you know, all that, but most likely it's going to be something like this just because there's electrons and they want to push the other atoms away. Hi, cat. So there's Mylar. I'm going to set that. I don't know where I'm going to set that. I guess I'm going to set it over here. And I guess we're going to feed the cat. Again. I have molecules inside me right now. Yes, yes you do. We are all made of molecules and stardust. Come here, buddy. How do you know when I'm streaming? Or getting ready to stream? Where's your treats? This will have been your third today. I don't know if he just wants pets. And they have muted their audio. It is not me. They have muted their audio. And how did I get knocked off of live? I'm gonna force it into a set quality too. I don't know what you want, cat. But they have muted their audio. I promise it's not me. It's not anything on my end. I'll double check everything. But I'm fairly certain they muted their audio. They sure did. So it's a little weird. I don't think deployment's going to start for another 10 minutes. And they're all looking and pointing at the camera, which kind of makes me anxious. And they don't have anybody. Up.
So right now we're waiting for. Right now we're.
Volume up.
Sorry, I'm getting cryptic signals. Apparently it was a volume up, not a stand up. So I'll just stand awkwardly and talk to you. We are waiting for a Cal Poly pass of Light Sail 2, which will happen at 11:40 Pacific time. That's when it will start. We may not acquire the signal right then. That's when it comes above the horizon. But once we acquire the signal, we'll do a quick last check of data coming down from the spacecraft, and then there will be a command to arm the system on the deployment. And then once that's confirmed, and we see the results in the telemetry, the engineering data coming down from the spacecraft, then we'll actually go to deploy the spacecraft. The key thing we'll be looking for there is the motor count to increase. So there's a motor that rolls out the booms to deploy the sail, and so that number should increase quite rapidly, and that's will indicate that the booms are deploying the sail. Then we will collect as much information from the spacecraft as it passes over both Cal Poly, but also Purdue and Georgia Tech tracking stations. And then there will be another pass 100 minutes later, roughly, our orbit, that we will communicate again with the spacecraft and start trying to pull down additional data. So 11:40 we'll be looking for signals from light cells.
Okay, so I have cranked their audio up as much as I can. He should be wearing a lapel mic, and he is not. There's part of me that wants to complain. Be like, this is not very accessible, even for people that can hear. Because I can't hear anything. No, I don't think reducing the video quality helped the audio. It's more like I keep getting knocked off of live. Like, that happens. And I don't think it's my fault. I think it's them. But because it buffers for a second, it knocks me off of live, and I'm trying to keep everything live. So, yeah, part of me is like, I should be grateful that they're streaming, but, and they probably don't have a dedicated AV person, but it's still very frustrating when you can't hear, and this has been something, the whole having somebody mic'd, having somebody mic'd makes it, like during a conference, makes it easier for everyone to hear. And just doing the loud voice things, especially at conference, like, that doesn't help people who can't hear well. That doesn't help people, you know, that doesn't help if you're in a noisy room. Like, what if there's a lot of background noise? Somebody could be of, like, average hearing, you be in a noisy room, and the loud voice, big voice thing doesn't help at all. So yeah, it keeps getting knocked off the live. Alright. The audio's back. So no, I haven't been able to hear anything they've said. I've cranked up the audio on my end, so hopefully I'll be able to hear what they're saying. I think right now what they're doing is they're waiting for a ground pass, and because deployment isn't happening exactly at, you know, 2:22, obviously, because we're at 2:20 or 2:35 for those of you that are in Eastern time. But I think they're aiming more for 40 minutes after the hour versus like 22 or 23. And yeah, I don't know where the microphone is, but the microphone is not on him. The microphone's picking up a lot of background noise. So, yeah. Fendering says the sound from their mic sounds terribly garbled from audio compression, I'm guessing. I'm thinking this is their first live stream, and it's easy when you've had experience to do it and go, you screwed up this, and this. When they might literally just not know. Hello, Pitska? So, yeah, he stood up to talk to it. So I think the microphone is indeed on the camera.
Hi, thank you for tuning in. We will get started in a few minutes with the deployment.
Those of you that couldn't quite make that out, she said, thanks for tuning in. In just a few minutes, we're going to get started with the deployment. Yeah, I'm amused by the small random child too. Oh, we have a bingo. I forgot about the bingo.
Okay, so you guys know we're going to be rising over Pop Poly here in about 3 minutes. The Pop Poly question class is about 13 minutes long. And we'll be going over 3 recording types simultaneously with switch over components from Pop Poly to the review practices.
Something about, just so you guys know, 3 minutes something. I literally could not hear him very well, and there's a lot of other noise. They should all be wearing lapel mics, or they should have one microphone that they're passing around. Or, you know, at least looking at the camera and speaking loudly and clearly. Because it's picking up a lot of background noise it does not need to be picking up on. They might be using a laptop to stream, actually. That would make sense, because that's what they have on hand.
Change. Is he still hearing it like that?
call it out when you see it. Why are you sure you won't have lunch?
This is pretty exciting. I mean, I'm annoyed that I can't hear them, but it is pretty exciting. So on your bingo card, you should have marked off dogs barking because they've barked.
You see that?
Hey! Speak! And make it rain! All right. And there. Just to make sure you all have it, you now have it.
As quickly as possible. And we'll get a beacon down. We'll do our quick looks. We will likely pause a little bit to allow the geometry to improve a little bit for imaging before we send the cold.
Something about likely pausing.
One minute till rise.
1 minute till rise. He's looking at
Acquisition of signal over Cal Poly.
signal over Cal Poly. Cal Poly is a ground station. Hint, hint. You can mark that off on your bingo card. I don't even want to know. I can hear better with these on.
So specific to see I got it. There we go. We got beacon. Deployment armed.
Deployment on, I think?
ADCS mode, no torques.
And CS mode something.
Motor state halted. Motor count 0. Wheel speed 0.
Overstate halted.
That's good.
All batteries active.
All batteries active. So far, everything sounds nominal.
Okay. Batteries all good?
Yes.
So we've got the sail armed.
Sail is
All right, we
armed.
passed all of our criteria. We're going to stand by about a minute and a half.
Battery's all good. Sail's arms are going to stand by for 1.5 minutes.
Sun vector angle looks good, 66 degrees.
Copy. Excellent.
Deployment's expected to take from the moment it starts until it finishes.
Have you gotten a couple of data points, Justin?
3 minutes.
Just the one so far.
Just got another detail.
The sun vector angle is now 57 degrees.
Copy. Motor count 0. Motor count 0. Still no numbers. Motor count 0. Motor count 0. Still 0. Motor count increasing, sail deployment initiated. Yes. All right. Yes. 35,000 counts to go. Yes, keep it color. Sure. Motor count 36,498. 41,500. Target value is 135,728. We're at 46K. 51K. 57K.
Pictures still being taken, slots remaining dropping.
68K motor position. We're about 8 minutes into the pass. Signal strength is great. 80,000. $56,000. $108,000. Should be rising. 135,786. Cell deployment complete.
All right.
Yeah!
Took at least 14 or so pictures.
Tumble confirmed. Okay. So
Randy Tumble.
the spacecraft is in the state of the past.
Alice, did you get a time for cell point? I've got 11 minute 49.
CS register.
All right, let's keep watching the beacons. We'll do our 5-minute pulse status poll at 56 past the hour. And we're still thinking
Supposed to be.
we'll use all the available photo numbers.
No, sorry.
I just got the news in there.
That's right.
I don't know.
At least 10 to 15 pictures. How do you say you think that? What you want to do? Seems safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every 5 or 7 hours.
They are charging.
All right. Slight light so superior over to the long.
As expected. No, because as long as the camera's still working, we can't access the processes. I'm sorry. No,
Find
it's,
another path.
it's because of my conservativeness and wanting pictures. I wanted to conservative. It's not a more.
It is mine.
Lots of beacons coming in.
Camera's still taking beautiful pictures.
It was changing as a sector background. It's very low effort. It's a wash.
Did explain it in preview before we started. Camera's warming up while we're looking.
Yeah, Jess, I'm going to pull you after systems and power before ABCS. It's not in the procedures, but I'm going to see if you have anything to say here.
And so cameras go off.
So give me a thumbs up when you guys are ready for the plus 5 minutes status. Ready, Bruce?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead and start with our sail deployment plus 5 minutes health and status poll. Start with ground systems and flight software.
Right. The ground systems have performed as expected very fast, similar to the performance we've had in previous passes. And with a quick look I've done so far, the spacecraft continues to be healthy from a software standpoint. For the items actually not pay attention to other items.
Okay, copy. Systems.
Power and temperature looks pretty nominal. Most of the deployment seems to have occurred off solar power. Batteries are pretty healthy voltage.
Flight mechanics.
The sun angle remains good throughout the path, so the lighting was good, and there's no other problem.
What kind of angles did you see during the time period of sail deployment?
Between 60 and 30 degrees.
ADCS.
We are in detumble as expected. The filter is converged. ABCS acknowledges the sail deployment. Body rates look very good. And in detumble, the torquers are actuating, getting a nice workout.
What's our Z rate?
Z rate from Intrepid is 2.62. I would cut that in half. It's probably 1 degree on the Z-axis.
Okay, looks good. Thank you. Cameras.
Cameras performed as far as we can tell as expected, taking probably 10 to 15 pictures on each camera during deployment, although we'll have to see when we actually get them back. And then dutifully taking more pictures over time based up through the last beacon using up their full 32 camera storage units in each camera. Temperatures went up as expected. They're busy as expected. So there should be pictures sitting there, hopefully good ones, and next time around.
Okay, great. We continue to get beacons based on the latest one I pulled down. We've got 3 slots remaining in one camera and 6 slots in the other. So good. All right, program manager, everything looks nominal at 5 minutes after sail deployment.
Great, congratulations. Let's do some sailing.
All right, do that fast.
Will you narrate a little bit to the audience and just kind of sum up whenever it's appropriate?
Yeah. Okay.
The next pass starts at 1:23.
So sail deployment appears to have been very successful. Based upon the motor counts, it deployed to where we expected it to deploy, counting the rotations of the motor that deploys the booms out. And we also had good communication. We have a lot of beacons, the information that the spacecraft sends out every 7 seconds, which has engineering data that's allowing us to interpret things. We have evidence that the cameras were working as we expected, probably took 10 or 15 pictures each during the deployment, and then we'll continue to take more pictures following deployment, and then those will be processed and compressed and put on the flight computer. And so those are not coming down right away, and we'll get those down when we are able to in a future pass. The attitude determination control system looks good. The power looks good. So basically things are great. Things are nominal. Things are as hoped for and expected, and we will look for more data on the next pass, which starts at 1:23 p.m. Pacific time. And it's good. We got a sail out. We got a spacecraft.
Yeah! Let's go sailing! Sail out some sunlight. How about it? What do you say?
Okay, so they've muted again. I did my best to type out at least a summary of what they were saying as they were saying it. I can type fast, but not as fast to capture everything. Basically, everything looks great. The sail deployed. Everything is nominal. They're going to download data on the next pass, which I think is in another hour and a half. Yeah. So everything's awesome. Everything is awesome. They're all excited. They're all doing sailing. I don't know if they're going to continue the broadcast or not, but I feel like it's safe to cut it off here. It looks like they might be talking amongst themselves. That nature. I don't know how long they're going to do the stream, but we caught the important part, and the important part is that it's deployed and everything is nominal. I don't know where they'll post the images first. They may... I can't remember if they have a Twitter or not. I would suspect on their website would be a good place to look. You know, the gentleman that's like 3 people away from the camera is talking. I can't read lips, plus he's faced away from me. I suspect it's some more technical details that we don't really need to worry about. So yeah, everything went awesome. Everything went great. Yeah. So, I'm gonna go ahead and essentially shut down that stream right now. Plus it got knocked off of live again. The link for this stream, if you do want to continue watching it, they have it as unlisted, so you need to follow that actual link. So here's the link to the stream if you want to continue watching, because it's, as far as I can tell...
Hi there.
Wait.
Thanks for tuning in. We heard that there was a lot of audio issues, so thanks for bearing with it. Obviously, our priority was not putting into this kind of technology, but rather the technology that's flying in space right now. So thanks for hanging out with us. We're very excited to be past this huge milestone. As always, I can't say it enough. It's because of you out there that we're even doing this. Couldn't have actually flown this mission if it weren't for all of the Planetary Society members, Kickstarter backers, supporters out there that made this mission possible. So we now have a sail. It's time to go sailing. So keep following with us. We'll have images coming out later, and then we start the very difficult process of sailing in space. So thank you.
Look at me calling it early. So, okay, now they're done. Now they're done. I'm glad I caught that before I was like, oh, they're all done. Yeah, they did the thing. And like people are getting up and leaving from their desks. Let me transition real quick so you can see it. There's only one person left at their desk, at their laptop. So yeah, I would say it's safe to say for real now to end the stream. For real now. So yeah, you have the link if you want to, you know, rewatch it, continue watching it. I don't know how much longer they're going to stream. In fact, they actually just ended the stream. So yeah, that's all. I'm going to pull up chat. I'm going to look for things. I don't think we had a bingo winner. And that's okay. That's okay. They are probably going to have cakes. Cake sounds amazing. So later tonight, I might stream some more hate mapping of Bennu, because we need to hate map Bennu a lot. It needs to happen. Their site indicates they'll be up for the next stream, but who knows? I don't know. If you missed it really early on, I said I had a headache, which is why I had the glasses on, and my lighting's erratic. Like, there's lights on the dog so you can see Tinker, basically, because she just blends into the darkness, but yeah. Anyways, I had a headache, hence the glasses, and I know the reflection bothers you. I have more glasses, I have new glasses on the way, I promise. But, yeah, so there probably will be hate mapping Bennu later. The Bennu deadline has indeed moved again. The new deadline is this Friday, that is the 26th of July, and we're at least 2/3 of the way through. We're at least 2/3 of the way through. But I think this is just the deadline to find a landing spot for, not a landing spot, I'm sorry, a collection site for OSIRIS-REx. We'll probably still continue mapping after the deadline. So, hey, there's Dr. Pamela. Our deadline was extended to Friday. We'll probably continue mapping after that. And, yeah, if you participate, as in do literally one image, because it takes a village to do this. If you literally do one image, you will get a certificate. So if you participate and you submit at least one image, you will get a certificate emailed to you when we are done mapping. We have a few people that have hit over 1,000 images. Some are active in the community, some aren't. I know you have opinions on Ernst is asking Dr. Pamela, what are the main factors contributing to the OSIRIS-REx deadline? That is definitely a question for her, because I don't know. I just hate map with y'all. And Susie says, thank you for any mapping you can do. Yes, even if you only do an image or two, that's fine. You did a science. We want people to do all the science they can do. And if that's only 1 or 2 images, great. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. 400-meter record is 27 seconds. Oh my goodness. Oof. No. 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 I don't want to think about that. I think that's what I ran in high school, and I was always the last one in it. I don't know how they manage it. I can only do 3 or 4 in a sitting, and I have mostly streamed myself doing it, and I have over 50 images, so you know, if you sit and you can only do an image a day, you can only do an image a day. If you can only do 1 or 2 images, that's all you can do, that's fine. You still did a science, and we're still happy you did a science. But there are people that have literally, like, I want to hit 1,000, then they hit 1,000, then, like, I want to hit 2,000, and, you know, they just keep going. And these people are like, quite frankly, it's Mike Cassidy who's active in the community that's, you know, just trooping away at this. So, yeah. Henring says, be the rock. So, yeah, literally thank you to everybody that is churning through these images. I know there's a lot. We're gonna get them all done. You know, hopefully we'll find a site or 2. But we can do this. So there will be hate mapping later. I need to take a break. Yeah, and it totally will be hate mapping, because some images that are pulled up, I'm like, cool, it's mostly boulders. I don't have a problem with this. And then I get one filled with rocks, and I'm like, Bennu, why? Why, Bennu? Why? Michael says, the rock identification was really hard on my second image. Oh, shoot. Is there a launch tomorrow? I haven't even started my slides for tomorrow, so I don't even know what launches are happening. Let me look up what launches are happening. Oof, oof, oof. Yes, excuse me. Oh, Bennu, why are you such a pile of gravel? I agree, Susie. There is indeed a launch tomorrow of Falcon 9. It is at 6:24 p.m. Eastern Time. So that's what, 10:24 p.m. UTC? And then there's not another launch. China's got a couple launches coming up that I'll try to talk about briefly. And then it's actually a slow week for launches too, because a lot of launches have been pushed back. So we'll talk about them. We'll talk about the things that launched. And yeah. Because China supposedly has 2 launches on the 25th. One of these has already been pushed back. The other one, I don't even recognize what's being launched. So, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, tomorrow there is a launch. We will cover it. It is a flight-proven booster, and there's going to be a landing zone 1 landing of the booster. So there's that. It's that. Ernster says about Bennu, it's like all the world's landscaping stores collided in space. I agree. I agree. I agree. Alright, so I'm going to take a break so I can rest my brain / eyes / everything, and if I'm feeling better, there will be hate mapping. If I'm not feeling better, I'll say something in Discord. Yeah, Uncle Bill says, if Florida weather cooperates for tomorrow's launch. So yeah, come hang out with us on Discord. The quick way to get access... Oh, it's not Discord. It's social. The quick way to get access to the rest of the server, other than just the basic stuff, is to go to Rules and Info, read the rules, follow the instructions. The slow way to get access to the rest of the server is to have something about your Discord username match something about your name, your username, or your email address with the Bennu Mappers database. And I will go through and manually mark you as a member and a Bennu Mapper, and then tell you how many images you have. So that's the slow way to get access to Discord. The quick way, literally read the rules, follow the instructions, and boom, you're in the server. And the bot will remind you upon joining of what you need to do. And I know Discord is new and kind of scary for a few people. Download the desktop thingy. Using it through the web browser I feel is confusing. So, but yeah, I'm hoping the headache will clear up quickly, Mike. I was doing good for a little bit, but but I think it's the light that's bothering me. So yeah. And now we're going to do, you know, the super quick wall of text. This has been a production of PSI, that's Planetary Science Institute, in Tucson, Arizona, working in collaboration with Youngstown State University. Here in Youngstown, it's still tropical outside Ohio. We're here because of you, so literally thank you for all of your support, all of your contributions. Thank you for doing a science. And I think that's it. And I'm honestly just going to roll the credits and let AutoHost take over, unless somebody has real quick a suggestion of who I should raid. Because brain, it's hard to brain right now. So yeah, I will see you all either later tonight, because for me it's later tonight, or I will see you tomorrow. So until then, have a wonderful insert time of day here, and keep being awesome. So with that, oh, Prof. Melko and Obother are streaming. Well, we raided Obother earlier, so I think we'll raid Prof. Melko. All right, cool. So I'm gonna roll the credits, and I'm gonna get all of that set up. So with that, bye.